Deputy President David Mabuza was absent from his planned visit to the Western Cape as part of government's Vaccination Social Mobilisation Campaign. It appears Mabuza is already preoccupied with his presidential duties after President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa tested positive for COVID-19 yesterday. Sports, Arts and Culture Minister Nathi Mthethwa was at the event to help promote more vaccinations as part of the economic recovery for the entertainment, arts, culture and sports industries. The event comes in the midst of a steady uptick in the cases, of course, in that province. eNCA's Ronald Masinda is covering that story for us, joining us now live from the mother city. Ronald, good afternoon. We've seen, of course, the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Nathi Mthethwa, making it very clear that the only way these industries can return to normal is when people take the jab. It's a very, very big dependency, this. Tell us through what else happened in this visit.
Good afternoon, Bradan. Well, according to Nathi Mthethwa, the entertainment and sports industries have been the hardest hit during the pandemic. We also know that over the past 18 months or so, there were games that were not having any supporters allowed at stadiums. I mean, who can forget what SA Rugby as an organization had to go through, where they couldn't allow supporters to tour in South Africa and to attend stadiums where the British and Irish Lions were here. And that's a very important series, a huge money spinner for SA Rugby, who will rely heavily on such events going forward. But what we do know is that sport has gradually allowed supporters into stadiums. In October, Bafana played host to Ethiopia at the FNB Stadium, where vaccinated supporters, a limited amount of them, were allowed to go and attend that football match. So Nathi Mthethwa wants to see more, not only people watching sporting events, but also going to concerts, because this is a very busy time of the year where many concerts are scheduled. And Nathi Mthethwa had this to say with regards to this point.
We have been on this campaign and we have crisscrossed the country. This is the 7th province. It's an important campaign because the sporting and creative sector has been the hardest hit by this virus. And we hope that the many people vaccinated who are going to be able to open up stadia, who are going to be able to open up events. But what we don't want to see is our own athletes and creatives spreading the virus. So we emphasize that people should vaccinate so that we are healthy as a nation and we go back to normalcy.
Ronald, I understand also present there was the Deputy Health Minister, Dr. Sibongiseni Dlomo. Did he make any mention at all of possible stricter lockdown regulations? And what's his take on the current vaccination drive in the Western Cape?
So Dr. Dlomo said that there will be a meeting this week, and following that meeting, a plan will be in place in order to ensure or tell South Africans what's going to take place. We are expecting the Health Minister, Joe Phaahla, to make that announcement. But the Deputy Minister also going on to say that, you know, in as much as the Western Cape has entered the 4th wave on the 9th of December, the Western Cape should be proud of its own efforts because it is the province with the highest amount of vaccinated people. He was also visiting Athlone Stadium, where there is a site for vaccination, and that site has seen dozens of people go there every day. Even Nathi Mthethwa was very pleased to see a lot of people during his visit this afternoon, seeing them being vaccinated, and he said that this is the only way forward for sport and entertainment to get back to some form of normality next year, possibly. So this is what Dr. Dlomo had to say further.
What we are seeing now is something that our scientists continue to guide us. What we are seeing, one, the people who are getting into hospitals, 75% of them are unvaccinated people. But number two, even those who get to hospitals, especially the vaccinated ones, they don't stay too long. So our scientists are saying to us, they have not seen so much of the severity, though it is maybe too early to look into the disease. Is not that severe. Admissions are 1 to 3 days in hospital, out after 3 days, isolated home. So there will be a meeting this week of the scientists getting to the minister, and then that report will then help the minister to present to to the NCCC and to the cabinet. But for now, we are actually saying go out there and vaccinate, because even if you are vaccinated, this COVID is not as bad as on unvaccinated people.
Dr. Sibongiseni Dlomo, the Deputy Minister of Health, ending that report by eNCA reporter Ronald Masinda in